Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
We're going live with Network News for Wednesday, October 22, 2025. Headlines: decision pending on U.S. radar request at Maurice Bishop International Airport. Grenada Coalition launches petition and march against proposed foreign radar installation. Mount Hartman homeowner appeals for urgent repairs after road project causes structural damage. Teachers still await salary payments despite assurances from the Ministry of Education. Also in the news, regionally, U.S. anti-drug raids in the Caribbean result in dozens of deaths. Internationally, Peru declares state of emergency in Lima to combat rising crime. Plus in the sports news, doubleheader carded for Waikiki Super Knockout Football Tournament this evening, while West Indies looking to complete one-day international series win over Bangladesh.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
I'm Kenroy Baptiste with Network News. Thanks for joining us. A decision is yet to be made on the U.S.'s request to install radar equipment at Maurice Bishop International Airport. The rest of the details in this report.
Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell has confirmed that government has not yet reached a decision regarding the U.S. government's request to temporarily install radar equipment and technical personnel at Maurice Bishop International Airport. During his appearance on DM with PM last evening, Mitchell explained that several logistical considerations, reviews, and consultations still need to be completed before any decision can be made.
Nothing much has changed since the Ministry of Foreign Affairs indicated that we were considering the request. We are still doing so. It is a technical matter that requires a lot of technical people to provide us with guidance on what it is we've been asked to accommodate.
He emphasized the government's careful approach, noting the importance of thoroughly examining all aspects of the proposal.
In this case, the request that has been provided us has a certain context. It is a request from the U.S. Southern Command from a military perspective. Grenada has no military. So it is not something just right off the bat that we're familiar with. So that immediately makes it a different type of request, which is why we have to consider the pros and cons of whether we agree or not. And that is essentially what we are dealing with. Important for me to emphasize that Grenada has excellent relations with each and every country in the Western Hemisphere. There is no country that Grenada doesn't have diplomatic relations with or has any challenges with. When it comes to partnership, from time to time we'll have difference of views. From time to time we may even have falling outs on a particular issue or particular matter. That's the nature of diplomacy. That's the nature of international relations. You get over them and you move on. So
Prime Minister Mitchell also voiced support for open public discussion and participation in the democratic process on this issue.
I'm extremely happy that the public has had extensive debating. They've shared their views news. They've spoken about it. People have made their comments. People have sent their suggestions. People have made their recommendations. It shows the vitality of our democracy. It shows that freedom of speech is alive and well in Grenada. And it shows that we have a government that clearly understands that, because we made no decision. If we had made a decision without informing the public, with the discussions with the public, it would have been a different thing. So for me, I have no issue with the raging debate that's taking place. The public view will obviously weigh heavily, and we still have to continue the process of the legal and technical engagement. And if we even get to that point, we will then consult with the public as to what is the appropriate decision to be made.
The Prime Minister was originally scheduled to address the nation on the U.S. request during a parliamentary session on Friday. However, the sit-in has been postponed to next Tuesday, and the PM is now expected to make the address on the new date. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
The Grenada Coalition for a Zone of Peace is opposing foreign radar installation, launching a petition in March to demand transparency, public consultation and protection of national sovereignty. Trainee reporter Shania McIntosh tells us about some plans for Thursday.
The Grenada Coalition for a Zone of Peace has launched a public petition urging the government to reject any plan to install foreign radar equipment in Grenada without broad public consultation. The move comes after the United States requested permission to place radar equipment and deploy technical personnel at the Merz Bishop International Airport. The coalition says decisions affecting national security must be transparent and respect Grenada's sovereignty. The petition calls for no foreign military or surveillance equipment to be installed without national consultation. Grenada to maintain its long-standing status as a zone of peace. All related decisions to be guided by transparency and respect for sovereignty. Speaking to GBN, attorney Ali Gale, a member of the coalition, announced a peace march scheduled for Thursday at 3 p.m., starting at the T.A. Marshall Community College roundabout.
Of radar and technical persons here in Grenada, and we see it as a to urge, encourage, and to support our government in saying no. At the same time, to sensitize the populace, bring to them as much information and enough knowledge that we have had to say to them that they need to rally around this cause and rally around the government to say to the United States that we do not want to be involved in any military hardware being installed, whether on land, sea, air, over the Grenadian airspace and so on. With a concerned group of citizens tomorrow for a march starting at the Tam CC entrance with the roundabout to the Botanical Gardens, all the way to the Carnage, through the Carnage and ending at the Esplanade Mall from 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. As we have also have a petition out, and we are encouraging every Grenadian here, at home, in the diaspora, wherever you are, let your voices be heard.
Political scientist Dr. Wendy Grenade, a member of the coalition, added that they have joined forces with the advocacy group of concerned citizens who will also participate in the march to express their opposition to the proposed radar installation.
Grenada is ours, and this is not about yellow or green. This is about Grenadian people taking a principled stand and saying to the government, we cannot say yes to this, because if we say yes, we're raised. We want to live in peace. We want to have quality of life. We want to have our young people being able to go to school and to learn and to use education as empowerment. We don't want to go back to the days where we are lookout post for somebody else's great power play. So at the end of the day, I mean, this is a serious moment in world.
The coalition says the petition and march are intended to give Grenadians a voice in national security decisions and to urge the government to protect the country's status as a zone of peace. Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
Other news, government is exploring the possibility of establishing direct flights between Africa and the Caribbean following the recent signing of a visa waiver agreement with Ghana. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell said discussions on direct air links were a key focus during his recent diplomatic visit to the West African nation, highlighting the potential economic and tourism benefits for Grenada and the wider region.
we actually, significant conversations were held as well in terms of how we begin to get to the point where we have direct flights from Ghana to Grenada and the Caribbean. This is something we're working on. There's an event that is going to be held in Barbados in the not too distant future, where we expect a direct flight will come from Ghana to Barbados. When we held the African Bank event here, there was also a direct flight from Nigeria by Ethiopian Airlines to Grenada. Ethiopian Airlines is the most significant airline and successful international airline in Africa.
The Prime Minister also revealed that during his trip, he met with the CEO of a major airline to explore potential partnership opportunities that could make direct air services feasible.
That Africa has a rising middle class who, just like any other middle class anywhere in the world, wants to travel, wants to take vacations, and we want to position Grenada and by extension the Caribbean as a place where we can invite our brothers and sisters from Africa to come on vacation. I visited Ethiopia. We met with the Chief Executive Officer. We've held discussions as to how we can facilitate, even if it's once a quarter, once a month, a direct flight from Western Africa to Grenada. It's something we are going to task the Ministry of Tourism to follow up on together with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because we really do believe there's a significant opportunity for doing so.
The Prime Minister emphasized that while discussions are still in the early stages, the government is committed to fostering stronger ties with African nations and expanding Grenada's presence on the international stage. Now, a Mount Hartman resident is urging authorities to take immediate remedial action after ongoing roadworks are said to have caused structural damage to a home. She spoke with our trainee reporter, Shania McIntosh, about the concerns. According to her, the situation leaves her property on the verge of collapse.
According to Angel Childs, excavation and digging around her Mount Hartman St. George home has left the structure unstable and at risk of collapsing. Ms. Childs expressed her frustration to GBN, describing the situation as dangerous. She is calling for immediate corrective action.
Grading the road. They said they was going to make a road and stuff like that to go up Mount Zion Hill, and it's have been so for a while. So damage to the property, as you see in the videos, we have, like, when the rain fall, the mud inch again, the pillars gonna come out from under my house.
The resident is urging the authorities and the contractors responsible for the project to either build a retaining wall or restore the soil that was removed near her property. Charles is calling for swift action to prevent what she fears could turn into a costly disaster.
And then again, I don't even want my house fall, so I'm asking if they could put a wall there now, because they already did what they did, and they could put a wall to save all these things from happening. And as I said, the other young lady close to me, she house is like on the ground, and she have her kids, you know, and she keep asking for help same way.
Another resident in the area echoed similar concerns.
You have two big stone come down and a stump come down from up underneath the house, and you have a next one, and if we get 2-3 shower rain again, the next one will come down, and once the next one come down, you go reach up right below the house, and we would like for the government to come and do something about it.
The current roadworks are being undertaken by the Ministry of Infrastructure. The residents' concerns were relayed to the Chief Technical Officer, Kevin Blash, who assured GBN that the problem will soon be resolved.
So in response to this situation that we have occurring at close to this person's property in Granance Valley, the ministry would be able to make a visit, be able to make a better assessment of the situation to see how best we could support the homeowners and safeguard the public's interests as well.
Shania McIntosh, GBN News.
This is Network News, still to come from us. Government advances with regularization of Amani trainees in public sector reform. Back in a moment.
No hassle, no pressure, just freedom to live life at your pace. Visit our website or call today and let your dreams take flight with our Flexi Credit Loan. Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
Something powerful is coming to Grenlec customers. Smarter service, more convenience, a greener way to connect. Get ready for a better way to manage your electricity service. Coming soon. Grenlec, empowering you.
Where's the car?
Don't stress when your getaway car gets away. Have peace of mind with CG United Comprehensive Motor Insurance.
This mask is itchy. Does anyone have any lotion?
We can't protect you from scary clowns, but we can protect you from motor theft and damage. CG United. Good like that.
James, you remember to send your brother the money for the barbecue?
Yes, B. I sent from a bank app. Easy.
But he not with another bank? That wouldn't take long?
Not anymore, you know. You know, Qua Bank have this feature. Yeah? This EFT, Electronic Funds Transfer. I can send money to any local bank in the ECCU. No stress.
So you're telling me I could send that to any bank in Grenada?
Yes. Yes.
AC?
Yes.
All right. Okay,
yes,
you don't need to shout. I didn't know.
Jody now knows she can use Co-op Bank's electronic funds transfer feature to transfer money to any bank locally and within the ECCU. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, you can. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide, the light that shines our way. Wherever you road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Build
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
More than 30 teachers are still awaiting salary payments despite assurances from the Ministry of Education. Trainee reporter Deidre Seeley has more details.
President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, is urging the Ministry of Education to facilitate outstanding salary payments to teachers. 2 weeks ago, GBN was informed by the GUT that over 30 teachers were not paid for the month of September. This was confirmed by the Ministry of Education, who then informed GUT that the payments would be made by mid-October. Chief Education Officer Diane Jeffrey later explained the situation.
We must understand that our ministry, the Ministry of Education, has in recent times relocated over the past 6 months and has been working in a makeshift environment, which has hampered in some cases that final submission, that final processing that had to be done from our end. We must say that we have made tremendous strides as compared to last year, because for this year we have just around 30 teachers, whereas last year we had much more.
However, in a press conference on Tuesday, the GUT president revealed that the outstanding salary payments have yet to be paid. In one instance, a teacher attached to the Westerhall Secondary School has not been paid since beginning the job in May. Bartholomew says that school principals submitted appraisals early to avoid processing delays for temporary teachers. He added that the Ministry of Education also has means of expediting such processes.
The appraisal went in for these teachers since May or June, so that they give the Ministry of Education enough time to really deal with that situation. The Ministry of Education, they have what you call a blanket cover. So it means that they could speed up the process. Just as last year when the Ministry of Education wrote a claim, when they didn't go through the processes, as they say, they wrote claim when we started taking action and to the public, They wrote claims quick and pay the teachers. So they can put in a claim. They can put in a claim for the teacher, each teacher, and pay them still while they're going through the process.
Bartholomew says this situation is in stark contrast with the government's reputation of making timely salary payments. He is therefore calling for greater oversight for payment processes.
A lot of teachers appreciate what the government is doing, appreciate what the Honorable Deacon Mitchell is doing for labor, appreciate what the government is doing for teachers with regularization and other matters. How long will they continue to take bad name for? put the structures and mechanisms in place and have persons there to see and to watch to make sure that certain things happen on time.
Reporting for GBN News, I am trainee reporter Deidre Seeley.
The government of Grenada is addressing the status of Imani trainees in Phase 3 of its public sector regularization initiative. Another report from trainee reporter Deidre Seeley.
The government of Grenada is continuing its key reforms with the regularization of Imani trainees. On the latest episode of DMs with PM, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell explained the ongoing regularization process. Noting the complexity of worker categories in the public service, he explained the government's progress thus far.
So you are aware that we increased the minimum wage to make sure that even the trainees who are styled as trainees or Imanis receive the $1,200 per month. We have introduced the pension scheme to make sure that non-established or off and contract force service workers can now have a pension. We have paid the retroactive pension and reinstated the pensions for established workers.
He said the government is determining how to move Imanis beyond trainee status in the private and public sectors.
So in the private sector, the approach has been that you have to hire them. If you no longer wish to hire them, then obviously fine, we'll have to work out how we transition them out, but we can't supply cheap labor for the private sector. Within the government sector, the approach is we will interview and verify that the persons are qualified, that they can do the jobs, and the aim is ultimately to get them into what I would call non-established mainstream government employees who will have the similar benefits as persons who were previously on contract offer for service.
The Prime Minister stated that there may be a gradual reduction of Imani trainees in cases where they are unable to perform the duties of full-fledged members of staff. However, he noted that the government's attempts to transition the trainees may also result in a surplus of labor.
It may invariably get to a point where there is some attrition, because unfortunately, you can't train for 4 and 5 years. There's no such job in the world that requires you to train for 4 and 5 years. So there has to be a point where you're a genuine employee, where you're productive, where you come to work on time, you do what is required, and you're treated as an employee. If that results in a net surplus where you have to find employment or retrain, we'll endeavor to do so.
According to the government's 2025 budget statement, the regularization of Imani trainees and workers with contracts for service is Phase 3 of its public sector regularization initiative. Phase 1 addresses the status of established public officers, and Phase 2 speaks to those with government and public service commission contracts, including teachers. Reporting for News, I am trainee reporter Deidre Seeley.
This story to report: World Bank officials are visiting Grenada this week as part of an implementation support mission for the OECS Skills and Innovation Project, SKIP. The October 23 to 24 mission brings together national stakeholders to review progress and enhance the project's implementation. We can tell you the 2-day program begins with site visits to the New Life organization and TMAUSHA Community College, where representatives will observe training activities and interact with faculty and students. Further discussions will be held at the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, focusing on the 2026 Action Plan, budget, and key operational areas such as procurement, finance, and environmental standards. This mission is part of ongoing efforts to improve post-secondary education, foster innovation skills, and better equip young people in Grenada and the wider region for future employment and entrepreneurship. Listen to the sound of innocence and see if you can spot your child. As Child Month unfolds across the nation, our streets come alive with youthful energy and bright colors. It's time for this evening's GBN Eyesore.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Oh, I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center. this evening's GBN Eyesore, we continue to shine a spotlight on Grenada's children as the nation observes Child Month. A reporter, in fact, met with more of the country's youngest citizens who proudly wore their Child Month jerseys while marching through the streets of St. George's. Child Month is celebrated throughout October. This year's theme is Unlocking Full Potential, transforming education through innovation, equity, and insight. Continue to share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms. That's all for GBN Eyesore.
So I saw a friend's daughter in the mix. After the break, Grenada moves closer to decriminalizing cannabis. We'll be right back.
Need to open a bank account? There's no time to make the drive to stand in line. Get ready. Opening an account with Republic On Board is easy from anywhere at any time, even while waiting for a food order. So you don't have to skip lunch. Republic On Board. Fast, easy, secure. Visit www.republiconboard.com to open your account today.
Welcome to Caracou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot-type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
This is the moment. Our girls, our game, our victory. On Saturday, November 29th, all roads lead to the Karani James Athletic Stadium as our senior women's national team take on Costa Rica in the CONCACAF Women's Qualifiers. Come out and support our girls. It's our legacy, our pride, and our chance to move one step closer to the CONCACAF Women's Championships. Our girls have not lost a match at home in our previous CONCACAF qualifier, but to stay unbeaten, they need you. The drums, the horns, the flags, the full power of the 12th man. Get your tickets now. $20 for adults, $10 for students, children under 10 free. Get yours at the GFA office, Chucky's Bar, Heather's Boutique, or Grenadian Optical in St. George's and Spiceland Mall. Adult tickets are also available online at gotofed.com. Grenada versus Costa Rica. Be loud. Be proud.
Make home yours every day with Courts. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Get value for your money. Courts have the best quality. Home is what you make it. Best prices and good credit. Courts have it all.
Quartz has what you need to make home yours. You can get it all with easy payment plans using Quartz Ready Finance. Quartz, make home yours.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you.
With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
Grenada is moving closer to decriminalizing cannabis with a draft bill expected to be presented to Cabinet next week. This update from Rena Ped Thomas.
The government of Grenada is taking significant steps towards decriminalizing cannabis, signaling a major shift in the country's approach to drug policy. Prime Minister Mitchell said a draft bill aimed at decriminalizing cannabis is expected to be presented to Cabinet next week. The proposed legislation represents meaningful progress in the government's broader efforts to reform cannabis law on the island.
There has been extensive consultations even within the medical fraternity to make sure that we get some of the policy initiatives right. I can say, in fact, as of Monday coming, we are hopeful that we can get to a final draft bill as between the Cannabis Committee, the Ministry of Legal Affairs, the Attorney General's Chambers, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Land, so that at the Cabinet level we can approve the draft bill, we can approve the policy and be able to take what is the first phase of the decriminalization process to Parliament.
Prime Minister Mitchell noted that several key bodies have contributed to developing the policy, including the Cannabis Committee, the Attorney General Office, the Ministry of Agriculture and Land, and the Ministry of Legal Affairs. Their combined efforts have helped shape a framework that aims to address public health, social and economic consideration.
Approval on Monday, we expect that before the end of the year, there may be an opportunity for us to pass the legislation in Parliament. If it doesn't happen before the end of the year, then certainly I think within the first month in 2026 we expect it to be passed. So that's just phase one for the decriminalization. The second phase is obviously creating a licensing regime to actually establish a medical marijuana industry. So even though it's going to be decriminalized, you will have strict conditions that will pertain to what I would call its recreational use.
The government emphasized that while the bill is still under review, its introduction and potential approval would mark a historic moment in Grenada's legal and social policy landscape. Rena Pierre Thomas, GBN News.
All right, before the break, the Global Water Partnership Caribbean, GWPC, and the Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management have formalized their cooperation with a Memorandum of Understanding signed in Grenada. This is what we know. This new agreement aims to strengthen joint efforts in tackling key challenges faced by Caribbean small island development states, including drought, land degradation, and water scarcity, while enhancing the region's climate resilience. Dr. Roxanne Graham, Regional Coordinator for GWP Caribbean, emphasized the need to manage land and water together for the benefit of people and the environment, highlighting the partnership's recognition of their close interconnection. The collaboration will focus on initiatives such as drought and flood management, as well as water quality monitoring. It will involve youth in natural resource management and support sustainable development across the Caribbean. We'll be back to report the sports news. We invite you to stay with us.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
This isn't just rum. It's a captivating journey infused with the essence of Bios Bombay, warmth and wonder. Experience the rich depth of Campeche like never before. Must be 18 years and older. Drink responsibly.
Oh, it happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep, including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Good evening, sporting fans. 2 matches are done on the cards this evening in the Wagiti Super Knockout football tournament. The action will feature SAP Spartan FC playing St. John Sports SC Youth in the early game. Game 2 will see Hard Rock Sports Club lock horns with Sunjets United from 8 p.m. 24 teams are participating in the 15th edition of the tournament, which kicked off last Saturday with 2 matches. The opening clash saw Honved SC securing a 4-2 victory over Paradise FC International Youth. Kishan Duncan had a brace for Honved, with Kevin Bubb and Shemron Williams hitting singular strikes. Zaid Rennie and Kishan Abram were the goal scorers for Paradise FC International Youth. We can tell you the second encounter, 10XO Legends scored 2 late goals to edge past Hurricanes Sports Club Youth with a 2-1 victory. Hurricanes SC enjoyed early success when number 9, Dante Mitchell, found the back of the net in the 6th minute. They enjoyed the luxury of the 1-0 scoreline until the 85th minute when Erasto Ross found the equalizer. Ross returned to action 6 minutes later to seal the 2-1 comeback. Well, West Indies will be looking to come away with a series win on Thursday if they beat Bangladesh in the third and final one-day international of the series. The visitors won the second one-day international in Dhaka on Tuesday in a super over to level the 3-match series 1 apiece. Chasing 213, West Indies lost their in-form batsman Brandon King in the first over itself. After his dismissal, Alec Athanaze and Casey Carty revived the innings and scored 28 and 35 runs respectively. Their dismissals triggered a collapse in the middle order, and West Indies were reduced to 133 for 7 in the 34th over. Just when things looked tough, Shea Hope combined with the lower order batsmen to bring West Indies closer to victory. West Indies needed 5 runs in the last over, and they faltered only to tie the game. In the super over, West Indies batted first and they made 10 runs. Bangladesh, in reply, could only score 9 runs as West Indies emerged winners by just 1 run in the end. St. Mark Titans were in ripping form last evening, schooling Joseph Andal Young Legends 100-30 in the Andy Williams Under-23 Basketball Championship. The game was played on the Grand Dance basketball court. Adim Charles sank 19 points and had 1 assist and 2 steals for Titans. He had support from Josh Charles and Levon Bernard, who scored 18 and 14 points respectively. Marlon Phillip netted 12 points, while Zuri Augustine scored 8 points for Legends. Games will continue this Friday. Matches are also scheduled for Saturday and Sunday. Meanwhile, the NBA has officially returned. Basketball tipped off with an opening night doubleheader on Tuesday, and it certainly did not disappoint. First, the reigning champions, Oklahoma City Thunder, picked up an exhilarating 125-124 double overtime victory. In the second game, the Golden State Warriors went on the road and took down the Los Angeles Lakers 119-109, despite a 43-point effort from Luka Doncic, with LeBron James sidelined. Opening night was just the beginning of a stellar opening week of action. Key matchups to look out for include rookie face-off. The basketball world will turn its attention to the battle of the top NBA draft picks as Cooper Flag, Dallas Mavericks, faces off against Victor Wembanyama, San Antonio Spurs. Then there's the Eastern Conference rematch. The Cleveland Cavaliers travel to New York to take on the New York Knicks. Plus, don't forget the final rematch. The Oklahoma City Thunder travel east to take on the Indiana Pacers on Thursday in a final rematch match that is sure to deliver high drama. That's the sports news for now. Recent U.S. operations targeting suspected drug trafficking boats in the Caribbean have led to the deaths of more than a dozen people in recent weeks. While President Donald Trump defends actions as vital to halting drug trafficking, he has not presented evidence that the targeted vessels were carrying drugs. Al Jazeera reports from Washington, D.C. Further afield, the Peruvian president has announced a 30-day state of emergency in Lima in response to escalating crime. The declaration made during a televised address follows recent protests that resulted in one death and over 100 injuries. Demonstrations against corruption and crime earlier this month led to the removal of the former president. Al Jazeera's Mariana Sanchez reports from Lima.
That's right. Jose Geri spoke for just less than 1 minute in a very short announcement where he said that many families have suffered a lot with criminality, but his government will go from the defensive to the offensive with a series of measures, beginning with the announcement of a 30-day state of emergency. And this will come with a series of measures that will accompany that he has said that will be effective measures. The police will be in control of the capital Lima with the support of the army. But of course, the constitutional rights of the people will be suspended during these 30 days. This comes at a time when people are furious. Many protests, as you were saying, in the capital and also in other parts of the country that left one protester dead and many people injured, including police. Now, this happened last week. This is only 10 days into Jose Geri's term in office, and he wants to appear that he is strong and determined to fight crime, but people are furious. They will not be able to protest because of the state of emergency, but the homicides are rising and the number of extortions are continuing to rise. There's been more than 18,000 reports of extortions only this year. That's up 30% from last year. So the big question, Darren, will be if former President Dina Boluarte in less than 3 years declared more than 10 states of emergency and nothing worked, well, what will be different now, and will that work?
All right, Al Jazeera's Mariana Sanchez live for us.
We'll look back at the headlines right after this. That's all the time we have with you. First, a reminder of the headlines: decision pending on U.S. radar request at Maurice Bishop International Airport. Grenada Coalition launches petition in March against proposed foreign radar installation. Mount Hartman homeowner appeals for urgent repairs after road project causes structural damage. Teachers still await salary payments despite assurances from the Ministry of Education. Also in the news, regionally, U.S. anti-drug raids in the Caribbean result in dozens of deaths. Internationally, Peru declares state of emergency in Lima to combat rising crime. Plus in the sports news, doubleheader carded for Wagiti Super Knockout football tournament this evening, while West Indies looking to complete one-day international series win over Bangladesh. I'm Kenroy Baptiste. That's all from us in our newsroom for the moment. Thanks for joining us. Good night.